Coming straight out of Disney's D23, they dropped probably one of the most intriguing trailers that I don't think a lot of us expected. VisionQuest. Peter, this was something that is now coming full circle to a trilogy, and we're seeing a lot of familiar faces from the MCU.
As always, if you want to become a day one real one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button as well.
We are your distorted theorists, so let's get into our VisionQuest trailer reaction review and breakdown right now.
Before you started working here, I remember when you'd come in all the time with that redhead.
All the time.
I was a different person back then.
How about now? Anyone waiting for you tonight?
No.
Oh, cold storage.
Home is...
I love the
just
look.
me.
So he's doing what Wanda was doing.
Which I kind of want.
Well, yeah.
Like the same thing.
Who am I? I was an Avenger,
Revision.
but I'm not a hero anymore. I have his face, but not his virtue. All I have is his name.
Welcome home, Vision.
This house is getting crowded, Vision.
Ultron! Human avatars only.
Human avatars.
Sir, I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Yes, but he is
Dad? Papa? Peepaw.
I'm a stranger to myself.
That's going to be a dog.
That family wasn't real.
You sure about that?
I had a father, a machine called Vision.
Muzzle tough. It's a boy.
I was going to say, is that
How is
one
this
of the
possible?
other kids?
Free us all. And
Was that
save
Wanda there?
I don't know. It looks like the Darkhold.
I wish to understand my purpose.
With a genocidal maniac inside your head.
Nothing
Oh.
bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
Mortal Jeopardy. Okay. Oh, soon.
Yeah, like soon.
Like less than 2 months. Wow.
Okay. So, one reason I'm hyped for this is because this matters. As you know,
This
as you
matters.
know, Kevin Feige has been trimming the fat, so to speak. You know,
Yeah.
the whole revamp or whatever with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Television, all that. But they've said that they had to keep VisionQuest because it matters.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited, because we got some scruff, I'll call it that, over the years lately. But if they're hanging on to Vision, it gotta have something.
I will say, as much as they're cutting a whole lot of stuff, it kind of did hurt that they canceled Wonder Man. I really did enjoy that. But anyways, that's an aside.
Neither here nor there. But
This is kind of going into that fantastical weirdness of this whole...
which kicked off.
Well, they call it a trilogy with WandaVision.
That's right. It kicked the whole thing off, and
Then Agatha all along.
both hits, by the way.
Yeah.
So I don't see how this can fail. Now there's
Yeah,
always
careful,
room. There's always
Jesse,
room.
Jesse.
But
We got to see White Vision.
yeah.
We got to see Jarvis as himself.
Yep.
But I'm wondering if, I don't know who they all were, but we saw the girl in looked like the army fatigues.
Yeah. And there was bellhops and stuff. You mean like all these different characters?
Is she Friday?
I don't know. That's the thing, because he's like, you're in, I think there was a line, I'm paraphrasing there, where they were like, be careful, Vision, you're bringing a lot of personalities into here, basically, or avatars or whatever word to use. So is there a chance that this is not only Tony's succeeded AIs, but maybe some failed attempts as well? Are we going to get some Magoo characters there, which are half-baked? Because...
You know what I'd love to see? Whatever the AI was in the character, the arm.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I wonder if he's in this.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, are we going to get all these little Tony Stark nuances? Some that were barely off the ground, maybe some even when he was like a kid Tony, that never even got off the ground really, but he was so smart. Are we just going to see all these little pops of that because they were somehow integrated into Vision originally?
So who was the brother that was in Agatha all along?
That was
Billy?
Billy, yeah.
That's Billy.
Yes.
So do we have Tommy this time?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
So are they going to...
It's a different actor, so...
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, are we going to get Tommy and Billy?
At some point, I imagine. But I mean, it looks like he was maybe doing like a social media outreach, like, I'm looking for my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if we get Tommy and Billy, who were figments, who were apparently not after
Right.
Agatha all along.
Right.
So that means that the Darkhold made them whole.
Right. Like, actually real. Manifested them, if you will.
So where's Wanda?
Well, I thought I seen Wanda in one part there, so I don't know.
There were a couple of flashbacks.
But now that you say that flashback, maybe that was when Wanda originally used the Darkhold, whatever, to create Vision for WandaVision, right? Maybe that's what we were seeing there, and it was kind of giving us a little swerve, because you know Marvel likes to keep us on our toes.
They're always doing that. But the other bigger part of this that we're completely ignoring
I hope you're going to bring
is
it up right
Ultron.
now. That's
We've
right.
got James Spader.
Actual character.
Yeah.
Great
And,
actor.
Well, I love James Spader.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great in The Blacklist. He's been great in as the Lizard King from The Office.
And you know what I do like about that Ultron's coming back is I think, unfortunately, Age of Ultron, as you know, gets a lot of flack. It's not one of the top contenders in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Great villain.
Great villain. So that's why I'm wondering, is he going to get his comeuppance? But if this is just a figment, is there any weight to his character because it's just made up? Like, where do we really stand on that?
No,
like,
he'll be in
is he going to
some-
be a threat here?
He'll be... Ultron never goes away in the comics. I mean, he's been... Oh, God, how many Ultron versions have they had over the decades? So,
And then there was Infinity Ultron from What If, which we just talked about in a few of our Marvel Mondays ago.
And this will probably be a version of like a scrap left over that's probably left in one of the memory banks of White Vision when he like reboots or whatever.
Right.
So he's there, but I don't think he's going to be manifested because he even says like Ultron, human avatars only. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're listening to each other. So it makes me wonder, is Vision just essentially in control of all these AIs? And does he... I can't remember. Does he even remember what happened to him through Thanos?
Probably not, because
that's
he's
another
White Vision.
thing,
He's
yeah.
a blank slate. So
Yeah.
I think this is all just going on in the head. So I think over time, like we see him working in the pub in, I'm assuming, Scotland.
Yeah.
And then he just goes into the freezer and
Yeah,
this
like
is just what's
recharges.
going on in here.
Yeah.
But then through whatever the memory banks and the stories and whatever that comes out, that's
Yeah.
when he comes back to be purple and green
And you know what? That
yellow.
might be how they flesh out the show for so many episodes. Is we're going to have two views here, two visions, if you will. The internal conflict, all the AI, what goes on when he's sleeping or recharging, versus how does he reintegrate into the actual MCU, into the world itself. He's obviously doing work and all that stuff because I guess that's what society requires.
Deems necessary.
That's right. But who will prevail? Is internal struggle or the external version of the Vision that's no longer considering himself a hero?
Well, that's always the psyche aspect, which is probably what Ultron is playing in this. He's playing like the Freud of like, yes, tell me about
The
yourself.
instigator.
Why don't you tell me about your family? But where do you think this goes from here? Now, I know this is just a trailer. We haven't seen much more from this. We know we're going in, like, is this going to play a part in Doomsday? Doomsday. We know
Yeah.
that in a manner of speaking, Brand New Day, like Spider-Man, does not really play into Doomsday.
Directly, yeah.
So will Vision play a part into Doomsday? Will it play a part into Secret Wars? Or will it just be like,
Yeah, the only hard part I feel is like this show was, I think, started or planned before the whole Kang fiasco.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how they'll juggle that, but I'm sure they'll find a way to loop it back in.
yeah, and I hope they do, because again, I really like Paul Bettany's take on Jarvis and Vision, and just, I want Wanda back. You can't really, it's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have...
This could be the way.
It could be, because then she could play a major part. However, there's always the thought that she could be, there could be a version of her that's present in Doomsday as one of the witches.
To be determined.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction review and breakdown coming out of D23 for VisionQuest. As always, if you want to support the channel and you want to become a day one real one, make sure you hit our subscribe button and hit our like button. And with that, I am the real Jossie.
I'm Peter Parkour. Like we always say around here, keep it real.